So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna tie this into mental health because this is just gonna be complete red pill for the viewers, and it might come off shocking, might get a negative reaction. We'll see, we'll see. But it's 100% fact. I saw this and I was kind of in disbelief myself to an extent, but I decided to fact check it. And here are the facts and this is also, by the way, I am not identifying myself as Republican. I'm not endorsing the Republican Party. I'm just I guess my point in all this would be that we just need to take a deeper look and see what's really going on. And so here's the fact check that I just did. I just did a quick Google search to find out, first of all, was Abraham Lincoln, what political party did Abraham Lincoln represent or represented him? And I did a quick Google search and found out that he was in the Republican Party, actually. This guy just gave me a dirty look. Okay. And so if you know anything about Abraham Lincoln, then you might know that he was actually the president to sign into law freeing the slaves. For selfish reasons, to be honest, he realized that it was going to be the only way for the North to win against the South in the Civil War. And it was the terrible thing, the Civil War. I mean, both sides really, if you look at the broader scope, both sides really lost. But I will say that freeing the slaves was like the one good thing to come out of it. And then the other thing is there was three things, and that was one. The other one was the KKK, and which party is tied to the KKK. And I just did a quick Google search, and it was kind of choppy. I wasn't understanding if it was really that the KKK was fueling the Democratic push. I think that's how they phrased it. So it's kind of like the Democratic Party, they're like hand in hand, right? And the other thing was voting rights, equal voting rights. And again, it was the Democratic Party. What was the law? It was a famous law, Jim Crow or something, where they wanted to restrict voting rights. And so then consequently the opposition, the Republican Party, would be the ones pushing for equal voting rights and giving black people the right to vote. So I just found these things really interesting. And again, by no means am I identifying myself, look at my red, by no means am I identifying myself as Republican or am I endorsing the Republican Party. I guess my point is, out here in liberal ass California, where I am the red pill. I guess that's kind of the message that I want to bring, is the red pill medicine, is that it's a call for us to wake up. By the way, I finished my fast, for anybody that was following, a 3-day fast. And by the end of it, honestly, the third day was the easiest day. I felt like I could have kept going. And it was completely by choice. I was out and about and catching wafts of Super Burger and like carnitas coming out of the taquerias, and just the aroma, the sense of smell was really what I found myself to be most sensitive to. And anyway, let's get back on track. And just take a second, actually. Oh, you can't really see it, but it looks so beautiful to the naked eye, to the eye with glasses, I suppose. How beautiful this road is with these trees. Here, I'll show you again. Maybe you can appreciate. yeah, it's just it's out of focus. It looks better in person, just like most photos, unless you're like a professional photographer. Getting back on track. Okay. Um, I guess it's just that the theme of what I'm trying to broadcast here is what's really going on, and I guess another thing, kind of what drove me to put this out right here, right now, is I felt really disappointed. The yesterday I was playing through a Spotify list that somebody had sent me and recommended to me, and then an ad came on for a new up and coming artist that the music actually sounded really nice, and the guy had great vocals. And what really drew me into trying this guy's music out, was part of his artist name was Selassie. And if you know, Selassie is the King of Kings, Jesus Christ himself. I mean, you could make arguments that he was or was not, but he is the he's the he is Rastafari. He is the Rastafarian idol, role model, and he's much more things than that too, as well. And the one true king. And so for me to see like, oh, this artist is identifying with that, like, I got excited. So I was playing his music, and I got so disappointed, to be honest. And it's like, well, Connor, red flag right there immediately, when it was through an advertisement. And what advertisements do is they like, the whole purpose and design of an advertisement is to inform a person that they are incomplete without this product that they are selling, and that this product will be the way to complete them. You know, like, I guess I saw recently there was an Amazon Prime commercial out now where they're empowering this young woman to rock her mustache, and it's just crazy, I gotta be careful where I go with that, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with the woman with the mustache. Might not be my cup of tea, but you know, to each their own. And I guess what bothered me about it was that I get the message that Amazon Prime is like in support of like this whole movement that's happening. It's so dirty how they do it. It's so fucking dirty that it's like, oh, like, you know, this woman was bullied or felt insecure about herself, but she felt empowered as soon as she purchased from Amazon Prime. It's like, fuck you. Sorry, like, I try to be strong, not so strong with my language, but like, God, it's one thing I can't stand. Anyway, back onto the Spotify. This guy and his music, I like his first whole song was like beautiful. It had like classical music to it, and I really enjoyed the first song. And then the second song was like Blood of America, or Blood of Americans or something. And then how it's like, I get it. There is a point to what he's saying. Like, there is definitely issues with the American system and how it does target minorities, if you will call it that. And he just like he went through the list of like all these different ethnicities and left out white people. And of course, you know, I'm a white person, so I'm offended by it, and that's funny. I get it, that's funny, but it is really how I feel, because he was calling on like brotherhood and unity, and it's like, bitch, you left out. You're leaving people out. I mean, it's kind of like my joke right now. My big joke is kind of like with the LGBTQ. They've got other letters now. They're adding more letters. And I'm like, well, what about the S's? You forgot the S's. The S's? Well, who are the S's? The straight people. It's ridiculous. I know it sounds stupid, but also at the same time, it's all stupid. I guess that's my point. And so I skipped through that song, and the next song that this guy, it's the name of the song is Reparations, and I'm just like, oh my God. Like, yes, there's respect for, like, I don't know. It's very complicated what I'm saying. It's like there's nothing against reparations, I guess, but I don't see good in broadcast. It's there. Reparations have already happened. So what is the push for? Like, what? Why is this like a reminder? To me, it's kind of like a reminder in a way to hold people down more. It's like you got to hold on to this resentment or something, and it's like, no, like the higher vibration is to let it go, love and accept all. True unity. It's tough. It's not easy, and it's so much easier to point blame. I just think that there's real medicine in finding unconditional love. Love your enemy. Peace.